In the early 2000s, Nelly's voice was widely recognized. The St. Louis rapper, born Cornell Hyrald Hyness Jr., made waves in the music scene with his monumental hit Country Grammar. Both the title track and Ride With Me reached the top 10. The album debuted at number 13 on the Billboard 200 and eventually climbed to the top spot. Country Grammar remains Nelly's best-selling album, with over 8.4 million copies sold in the United States. His next album, Nellyville, released in 2002, was also a success, debuting at the top of the Billboard 200. This album produced two #1 hits, Hot and Herre and Dilemma, featuring Kelly Rowland.
She just moved right up the block for me.
In 2003, Nelly continued his success with Shake Ya Tailfeather from the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack, which also reached #1. During this period, Nelly won 3 Grammys, Best Rap Performance by a Duo for Shake Ya Tailfeather, with Diddy and Murphy Lee, Best Rap/Song Collaboration for Dilemma, with Kelly Rowland, and Best Male Rap Solo Performance for Hot and Herre. Nelly was considered the new Artist of the Year. In 2004, Nelly released 2 albums, Sweat and Suit. Suit, with a more R&B focus, debuted at #1 on the Billboard, while Sweat, with a more rap-oriented approach, came in second. The song Over and Over from Suit, a duet with country star Tim McGraw, became a major hit. That same year, Nelly performed at the Super Bowl halftime show alongside Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Diddy, Kid Rock, and Jessica Simpson. If you're enjoying the content, please leave a like to help support the channel. Thank you. With the release of the album Sweat and Suit on the same day in 2004 and the compilation Sweatsuit in 2006, Nelly continued to churn out hits, selling over 700,000 combined copies. He also had a supporting role in the 2005 remake of the film The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler and Chris Rock. His 5th album, Brass Knuckles, was released on September 16, 2008, after several delays, debuting at #3 on the Billboard 200 and selling 83,000 copies in its first week in the United States. Nelly also had a rivalry with KRS-One. During the dispute, Nelly accused KRS-One of being an outdated rapper, while KRS-One retorted by calling Nelly a pop artist. Some believe that KRS-One technically and lyrically outperformed Nelly, while others argue that Nelly won due to higher album sales and a more active presence in music. Despite Nelly maintaining success until the end of the decade, his popularity gradually began to wane. In 2013, Nelly released his 7th album, M.O., which debuted at #14 on the Billboard 200, with first-week sales of 15,000 copies in the United States. This was Nelly's weakest first-week performance. In the second week, the album sold an additional 5,000 copies, and in the third week, another 3,000, totaling 23,000 copies sold, a low number compared to his previous albums and considered a disappointment by critics. By 2015, Nelly was still recovering from the negative response to his 2013 album, and a prison incident did not help his situation. Nelly was accused of drug possession, simple marijuana possession, and possession of drug paraphernalia after police allegedly found drugs in his vehicle near Nashville, Tennessee. Nelly's attorney stated that the rapper was not involved in the smuggling. The felony charge was dropped, and he was sentenced to 11 months of probation. Afterward, Nelly told TMZ that he felt the need to take responsibility for his decisions, as he needed to be more conscious of the people he associated with and allowed on his property. Although his instinct was to be accessible to friends, fans, and acquaintances, the last thing he wanted was to compromise the respect and admiration of his friends, family, and fans. A year later, it was discovered that the rapper owed more than $2 million in taxes to the United States government. At the time, his fans, in a campaign to help him pay these debts, increased his plays on Spotify. Nelly, of course, also had to pay his taxes, especially the money generated, but he wasted no time in cooperating with authorities to start paying off his debt. In 2017, perhaps the worst of Nelly's troubles came from his encounters with female fans. First, there was an accusation from a woman in 2017 who claimed she was raped on his tour bus in Washington. The case was dismissed when the accuser refused to testify. Even though that case was dropped, more controversy arose when two other women claimed they were assaulted by the rapper after shows in England. In 2019, the charges against him were dropped, and Nelly made the following statement: "I support women and real victims and look forward to focusing on what I love, music, my family, and reconnecting with my fans who have supported me through these turbulent times." Finally, Nelly faced the harsh reality of a changed industry after the release of his sixth album 5.0 in 2010. In an interview with Black TV, he said he learned the hard way that album releases and artist popularity had changed since he started. If you liked this video, give it a like, share, comment on what you thought, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video.